You know that moment when you ask someone a super simple question and you just get complete silence?
You ask something really easy, right? Hey, what do you want for dinner? And they just pause for like a solid 30 seconds, just thinking.
You're standing there wondering if you accidentally asked them to solve world hunger. Well, if that sounds familiar, then congratulations. You've met a deep thinker. And this isn't just about being smart. It's a sign that their brain is wired in a totally different way. So what's actually happening inside their head during that pause? Today, we're going to break down the 3 main psychological types of deep thinkers. And hey, by the end of this, you might just recognize yourself in one of them.
All right, first up, we've got a really fascinating and honestly, often misunderstood type, the silent observer. This is that person in the room who hasn't said a single word for the last 45 minutes, but don't let that silence fool you. Their mind is anything but quiet.
See, while everyone else is busy talking, the silent observer is scanning, analyzing, and pretty much psychoanalyzing everyone in the room. They see all the tiny details the rest of us miss, like that subtle shift in your body language when your ex gets mentioned, or a laugh that sounds just a little bit fake. They're just absorbing all this unspoken emotional data.
In a way, they're like a human lie detector. And psychologically, this comes from a really powerful combo of high empathy and incredible pattern recognition skills. Their brain is just constantly reading microexpressions and processing social information at lightning speed.
So here's the key takeaway for this type. Their silence isn't shyness, it's high-speed data processing. Now, while the silent observer is focused on the world outside of them, our next type is taking a deep, deep dive into their own internal world.
And that brings us to type 2, the overthinker's overthinker.
Oh yeah, if the silent observer analyzes the world around them, this type turns that powerful lens inward. And for them, a single word is all it takes to launch a full-scale mental investigation.
Imagine this. You send them this one-word text. To you, it just means message received. But to them, oh no, no, no. That is the starting gun for an intense mental spiral that could go on for days.
Their mind just kicks into overdrive. Wait, was that okay or okay with a period? Was it passive-aggressive? Are they mad at me? What did I do? Oh my gosh, I've ruined everything. That whole spiral, that is their signature move. And there's actually a psychological term for this. It's called rumination. It's when your brain is desperately searching for closure. It needs to categorize, understand, and resolve every single thing. The only problem is, life isn't always that neat and tidy, right? But yeah, good luck trying to tell their brain that at 3 in the morning. And finally, we have my personal favorite, the existential wanderer. I mean, if you thought overthinking a text was deep, just wait. This is the person who's questioning the very nature of reality while waiting in line for a coffee.
It goes something like this. You ask them a simple question like, hey, how was your weekend? And before you can even blink, the conversation has somehow pivoted to, but does free will truly exist? Their brain just skips right over the small talk. It's wired for the big, cosmic questions.
And what's super cool is that there's a real scientific reason for this. It's linked to a highly active part of the brain called the default mode network. You can think of it as your brain's internal creative studio. It's where you daydream, reflect, and think big picture. Well, for existential wanderers, that studio's lights are pretty much on 24/7.
So there you have it, the 3 main types of deep thinkers. We've got the quiet processor, the internal analyzer, and the grand-scale questioner. So now the big question is, which one resonates most with you?
Take a second and really think about it. Are you the one who can read a room like it's a book? Or maybe you're the one who replays conversations in your head on a loop. Or are you the one who can't help but jump from weekend plans to the meaning of life? It's totally possible you're a mix of them too. And hey, if you've been sitting there this whole time just nodding your head, feeling weirdly seen, well, congratulations, you're almost certainly a deep thinker. Welcome to the club. It just means you have a complex and fascinating mind. So, as we wrap up, I'll leave you with this to chew on. Whether you're busy analyzing a tiny facial expression, a one-word text message, or the entire universe, what's the one big question that your mind just can't let go of right now?